Hello there, yarn lovers. It's Gary and I'm coming to you from the dining room here in my house on Vancouver Island in Canada. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Today is Saturday, December the 9th, 2023. How are you all doing? I hope you're well and staying safe. This is my second recording of today. I did start off the last video saying that it was December the 8th and that was yesterday. So I think I've lost a day somewhere. But anyway, I've caught up with my dates and I've got this one correct. Pixel and I are at home. We're keeping each other company while Chad, my husband, is over in Seattle doing a Bonspiel, which is a curling tournament. And I hope they're having a good evening. I just braked for lunch and me and Pixel went for a walk. So some of the footage that you're seeing probably in the intro and the exit of this video will be from that walk, which just happened a couple of hours, maybe an hour or two ago. And it was raining, so I kind of got very cold. Cranked up the heat when I got home, and yeah, so here we are sitting together. Thank you for joining me tonight and keeping me company. So if you're just happening across this channel for the very first time, hi, I'm Gary, and I set up this channel to talk about all of my yarny adventures. That's in knitting, crocheting, and I do dabble in a little bit of yarn dyeing as well. I talk about my acquisitions, where I ship my yarn from, and my tools of my craft. So if that kind of thing is of interest, please stick around. So as the title suggests in this video, I am going to be doing my part 2 unboxing of KnitPicks, which I purchased online during their Black Friday sale, which was pretty much all of November of 2023. They had special DoorBuster deals that happened throughout the course of the month of November, and I got wind of this one with only a few hours to spare. It was some yarn that they were door busting, and it was called the Upcycle Alpaca Blend, and I've had this before in my stash. I sampled a little bit of it and I purchased it maybe a year ago or something, and I really liked the yarn, so I got myself some yarn in the same colors that I have that I liked, and some new ones because I want to do a bigger project, and I'm eager to show you what I got and the deal steal that I found on KnitPicks during that DoorBuster sale. But before I get going, what's Hank wearing? This is a crocheted shawl that I did with hobby yarn as well as some KnitPicks yarn. Just finishing it off here, there was a KnitPicks color that I used on the mosaic section of the pattern, and the pattern's called Fields of Clover by Lily Go. It is a paid for pattern, and there are 3 sizes that you can create this. I chose the largest size because I had a lot of yarn that hobby gifted me and I wanted to use it up, and this was all to do with the hashtag on holidays with hobby. Just finished it over the summer, so maybe it's been done for about 5 months. I really love it. It's a beautiful piece, and yeah, so I thought I'd put it on Hank today for us to enjoy. So let's dive into the box here that I received from KnitPicks. So this is my part 2 of the Black Friday sale that I purchased from KnitPicks, and it arrived in this box here. Really big, as per usual. It is the yarn just sort of floating around in the box there, but well protected. Luckily for me, I have a sheltered stoop, which is in front of the building that I live in, and the townhouse, and so there's some protection there from rain. And on the day that this arrived, which was, I don't know, maybe about a week ago, it wasn't raining, so we had fair weather on the day, and the yarn was very well protected. So yes, when did I make this purchase? I made it on, my invoice is telling me November 14th, 2023. It did take about 2 weeks because KnitPicks was experiencing high demand on their Black Friday sales. So I was anticipating a couple of weeks in the waiting, and it got to me a week ago. So really super happy with it. Let's take a look. So this is the yarn that I purchased. It is called the Upcycled Alpaca Blend Sport Weight variety. And Pixel just popped her head in to say hi as she scooped up something she's chewing on right now from KnitPicks. Yeah, here it is here. I absolutely love it. It's very, very soft. And I'm just gonna stop the, I don't know what she's tearing up, hang on. Okay, where were we? So I rescued a piece of paper from, this is what she normally likes to do with things that she finds that float on the floor in her jurisdiction. So I did rescue it. So yeah, the Upcycle Alpaca Blend, it's a sport weight yarn here. And I got several of them. So let me tell you a little bit about the yarn. It's really, really soft. I'm gonna give it out of 5 being the most softest in my scale. I'm gonna say that this rates a 3.75 to a 4. I think it's nice. It does have that slight kind of alpaca prickly kind of sense to it, but really it's quite a soft yarn that I would be able to wear against my skin with no undergarments required. So the sport weight, okay, this color that I'm holding is called Sandalwood, and in my 100-gram donut, I'm getting 273 yards. It's probably around 250 meters. And what can I tell you? It is 33% alpaca, 34% wool, and 33% acrylic. And again, a 2-weight, which is the sport weight yarn, hand wash, lay flat to dry. And they're suggesting here for knitting needles of a number 3 to 5 in the US, and a hook size of E-7. That's also a US scale of measuring the hook. So what else can I tell you about? It is made in Peru, and I absolutely loved it. The price point on this on sale that I purchased it for was $2 US, and I got myself a whole bunch of them. So when that translated, I think at the time of the conversion, when I purchased it, it ended up being $2.67 Canadian for a full donut of beautiful yarn. And the color is sandalwood. It does have a kind of pinkish hue to it, almost a clay. I like that. It's quite a neutral color. And I got a number of them. Let's see, how many did I get? I got 5 of them, so enough to do, if it's 250 meters per ball, I got myself 1,250 meters of this, and I'm thinking that's enough for me to make a top and maybe short sleeves, not long sleeves, but enough to do something that I could wear. So absolutely love it. The next one that I got, same specs, it's the alpaca blend, the Upcycle Alpaca Blend in this colorway here. And you'll notice that a lot of these are heathered, a variety of yarn with that slight halo that comes off. Generally with alpaca, you get that white kind of halo fuzz, and I really like it. So this one is called color Sapphire. So I think it's more like a denim jean to me. Again, I got myself, did I get myself 10 of these? No, I got 5. So I got 5 in the alpaca Sapphire colorway. Awesome. Look at that, it's beautiful. I'm gonna create a little pile here of the yarn. This one here is called Slate, and I got 5 of these as well. That will be my 1,250 meters. Very, very nice. I think the Slate and the Sapphire are kind of close in color. Let's take a look at that. Only a very slight difference there. So if I wanted to, I guess I could blend some of these colors together to create a color work. So that's the sandalwood and the sapphire. Oh, sorry, that's sandalwood and slate. You see, I'm getting interesting. Make sure that I got the sapphire. Yeah, that's sapphire and slate, very close. just a slight different hue there. What else do I have? Pixel's just chewing on the box here. I got myself 5 of the titanium, which is a gray. Oh, that one looks a little worse for wear. And there's one more of those. There we go. 5 of those. And just to look at the style of ply, it is kind of a bumpy twist, and I like that for texture. Really, really nice. I just found out that there is an error with the order. So I should have another 5 in my box for seashell, but unfortunately I got another 5 in my sandalwood. So I might have to contact KnitPicks to get them to maybe switch these out for the proper color that I wanted, but this should be seashell and not another 5 of sandalwood. I'm sure that they'll fix it up and I'll be fine with the change. Moving right along, I have 2 more to show you. These are new to me. I haven't tried them before and they're new, so I just got 1 of each just to give them a go and check them out. These were on sale as well, but I don't know how much they were discounted from their original price. And the first one I've got to showcase is the Wonderfluff Ombre here. And look at that wonderful color. It's kind of the fuzzy brushed variety, so it's quite a soft and airy kind of yarn. It's not heavy at all. They do rate this a 5 yarn. Now I'll just kind of get out of the way so you can see the details there. And let me tell you a little bit about it. It's called a bulky weight. Beehive Heather is the name of the color ombre. And I'm getting 100 grams in the cake, offering up 284 yards, which is probably around 260 meters, 255 meters. And they're suggesting here to hand wash it and lay flat to dry. It's 70% baby alpaca, 23% nylon, and 7% merino wool. Suggested here are a number 10 to 11 US size knitting needle or a K-M for a crochet hook. Again, those sizes are in the US measurements for hook and needles. And I really like it. Softness factor for me, it is softer, but in a different way to the one previous. And I'm gonna give this a 4.25 in softness. So yes, I don't think that you would need anything up against your skin to protect the quality of this softness, like it's not itchy or pinchy. So you could put that up against your skin with no issues. The other thing that I'm noticing here is that there are a lot of flyaways. So maybe when you work this up, you might find that this type of yarn may shed. Yes, and maybe that shedding might settle down a little after you have washed and blocked your piece. Not too sure about whether it would peel, whether it will clump up and peel. So our suggestion would be to make an object that doesn't use much movement or friction, that it's not going to rub up against itself. Like say for example, if you were to wear a jumper and you get the peels normally around the underarm area where you rub a lot when you're moving, when you're walking and stuff, your arms are moving. This might be better suited towards a place on your body where there's not much movement or friction, similar to a cowl where you just wear it around your neck and you're not basically having to move around too much, or a scarf. So anything around up here would probably work best for this, just to save on the peeling and the longevity of the stitch definition as well that you create with this yarn. So the price point of this one was $6 US. I thought that was a great deal to give it a go and check it out. Now this one here is also new to me. It's called Choma Twist and it's a worsted weight yarn and it's called Go-Go Boots, the colorway. I loved it. I thought it was bright, happy, cheerful, slightly neon. So this would make a good combination between other colors for color work. So let me tell you a little bit about this. It is Choma Twist. In this 100-gram donut, I'm getting 218 yards. I'm going to say that's kind of a thin 4, but I'm not sure. It's a kind of mulled yarn, so it has, that's the ply there. It's kind of loosely plied. So I'm thinking maybe some splitting involved. I don't know. Using the proper tools like a hook with a large crevice so that you can make sure that you grab all of the strands together, or something that is more of a duller tip so that you're not piercing through, might work best for this yarn. What else can I tell you? What is it made up of? It is made up of 70% superwash wool and 30% nylon. This is a product that is made in China and their washing instructions are to machine washing cold, and you can tumble dry this on low. The recommended knitting needle size is a number 6 to 9 US or a I2K or I-K for hook size. Yeah. So really nice. The price point on this one was $4 to give it a go, and I thought that was quite a good deal. So this is also one that I will play with in my colorscaping when I'm making some color work. And as always, I should mention something about shipping here. I'm looking at my docket here that I've got online, and it does tell me that I did pay shipping in US currency, $11.99 for that huge box of discounted yarn. I thought that was a great price, a great chance for me to throw in some yarns like that Wonderfluff Ombre that I was not really going to try out because I bypassed that type of yarn, but because it was such a great deal, I wanted to give it a go and see how it works up, and I'd be happy to report back on that piece so that we can maybe explore other areas, other yarns that I'm not used to using. And yeah, so it arrived to me via Canada Post. I would suggest if you are in another part of the world or another part of Canada to check in on that on their website to see how this product would ship to you, whether they would use the public service like a postal service, or whether they would need to use a third-party private company, just to be aware of the fact that if they do go a private courier company, that there could be a chance they then generate their own fee, and it's called the brokerage costs or brokerage fees. And that's what we're trying to avoid. So KnitPicks, in my situation, when they're sending to my home address, they send it through Canada Post, which is lovely. So I don't have to pay any of those extra fees. And yeah, so I think that covers everything. And I hope that you enjoyed the unboxing. Let me know what yarn you gravitated to, if there was a special color that you liked more than the other. If you had a chance to shop as well the DoorBuster deals like this one here at KnitPicks, I'd love to hear your stories. Tell me what you got, whether you landed a steal as well. And if you are already starting to work on your projects with these yarns, let me know what you've decided to use them for and what patterns you are using to create something beautiful. And with that, I'll catch you in the next video. I hope you stay well, enjoy your weekend, what's left of it. I'm not sure when I'm going to drop this. It might be dropped in a couple of days. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.